Hi everyone, this is Karen. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to start with a yoga sequence and then we're going to move into a seated meditation. So have your cushion nearby or some kind of bolster, even a rolled up towel is fine, something that's going to allow you to sit with your hips just a little bit higher than your knees. If a chair works better for you, to be seated comfortably, that's fine. Have a chair nearby. Have that ready and then come and sit on your mat for a moment in an easy seated pose. Bring your hands down on your knees. Take a moment, let your eyes close. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it fall out of your mouth. And take 2 more breaths like that, in through the nose. And out of the mouth with a sigh. Take 1 more big inhale. Exhaling out of the mouth. And feel yourself start to drop down and in, putting aside all of the concerns, the anxieties of your day, and dropping down into the space of your body. Take a moment to feel your 2 sits bones pressing down into your mat, maybe feeling the sit bones spread down and away across the mat. So you feel that nice foundation through your seat. Take a moment to feel into the nice length of the spine, slight energetic lift in your chest. Bring the chin slightly tucked so the back of the neck is long. Feel the connection to the crown of your head. We'll start by bringing some movement into the head and the neck. Let your right ear fall over towards your right shoulder. And then drop your chin slowly down to your chest. And bring your left ear over towards your left shoulder. And do this as slowly as you would like. We're going to rotate back and forth. Right ear to right shoulder. Some half moon circles here with the neck. Taking your time, and feel free to leave your eyes closed. You're really dropping into this internal experience, waking up the neck. And if it feels good in your body, if you feel like your body wants to move in a way that your neck rotates all the way around to the back, feel free to do that. Just be mindful of the neck. The neck doesn't sit on a ball and joint socket, so it's not really designed well to rotate in this way, but it can feel good. So if it feels okay, carefully let your neck rotate all the way around. Otherwise, just stay with these more half moon circles, rotating ear to ear. See if you can stay with your breath, keeping that mindful flow of breath in and out through the nose. And coming back to neutral position. Take a big inhale breath and let the arms lift up towards the sky. Feel the connection of your sits bones pressing down as you stretch your fingertips up, lifting up through the ribcage. And exhale, feel like you're pressing down through molasses, really slow, creating resistance through your hands, through your arms as you bring them all the way down towards the ground. Bring your right hand to the ground, to the mat. Inhale and stretch your left arm up overhead, creating this big lateral stretch through the left side of your body. If you want more, you can bring your elbow down towards the ground. Find a position where you can feel some expansion through your side body. Continuing to breathe and then release your left arm down. Inhale, stretch your right arm up towards the sky. Waking up, breathing into your ribs, your side body. Exhale, press the arm down and away. Good, take an inhale breath, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, drop them down with a sigh. Inhale, shoulders up, exhale, drop them down. One more, inhale, drop them down. Good, take your hands, clasp them behind your back. Inhale, with your big exhale, just draw the shoulders back. Use your hands to stretch the hands backwards towards the wall behind you. Feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders. And release, arms down. And find your way to hands and knees, so that your wrists are underneath your shoulders, that your knees are underneath your hips. Feel into a nice long spine to start. Enjoy that nice lengthening that you feel from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. Taking some cat-cows here, really being mindful to synchronize with your breath. We're going to inhale to arch the spine, slightly gazing up. And exhale to pull the belly in, tuck the chin to the chest, arch the spine. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly towards the spine, rounding, press away with the heels of your hands. Inhale. Exhale, find your rhythm. Move at your own pace. Let's take two more. Really enjoying the way the mind and the body come together through this vehicle of your breath. Coming to neutral. For a moment, just make fists of your hands. And just press the hands into the mat. Just resting the wrist. Maybe cupping the hands on the mat with your fingertips for a moment, pressing your fingertips into the floor, creating these spider hands. And then bring the hands back down towards the ground. Keeping the left hand on the ground, inhale, and reach your right arm up, creating a slight opening through the chest. And then we'll thread the right arm underneath the left, coming all the way down onto the right shoulder. And then move your left hand a bit, so it's right on the outside of the mat. So you can use your left hand with your bent elbow to press down into the ground. It's really activating that stretch through the shoulder here. Keeping the hips in one line, but using your hand to press down and create that nice twisting, opening, expansion through the back, through the spine. And then using your left hand, press yourself back up. Bring both hands down on the ground. Right hand, press down. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And thread your left arm underneath and through. Bring your left shoulder, your left ear down towards the ground. Then move your hand to the outside of the mat and use your right hand to press down into the ground, creating a little bit more resistance, a little bit more traction. And feel your rib cage spiraling open towards the sky. Continue to breathe. Create an enjoyment of the stretch by staying connected to your flow of breath in and out through the nose. And then press back up through the hand Bring both hands down to the ground. Feel your spine again in that nice length from tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up. Create our first downward facing dog. And lift up through the hips. Bend the knees as much as you need to so you feel that lengthening through the spine. You don't want a lot of rounding through your back, but rather lengthening, moving your chest towards your thighs. Let the head relax, gaze up towards your belly button. And as you establish all that nice length through your back, maybe starting to straighten the legs a bit by walking one heel down, then the other. Really just doing what feels good here in this downward dog, waking up the whole backside body. Taking care to press down into your knuckles, keeping your fingers spread nice and wide, so you're not dumping all of that weight into the wrist. Take a couple more long, deep breaths here. Maybe creating a slight vibration of breath in your throat, feeling a little bit more heating sensation, a little calming sensation. And then inhale and spiral forward into your plank so that your spine is nice and straight, your belly in, nice and tight, pressing down through the hands, pressing into the balls of the feet. Pull in through your belly, pull it up towards the spine, lift the back of the body up towards the sky. Exhale, hold. Inhale, and then press back one more, downward facing dog. Come back, roll your way down through plank. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, hold. Nice, and then bring the knees down, tops of the feet down, and slowly make your way all the way down. So keeping the hands where they are, bend the elbows, keep the elbows in close to the body, and bring your whole torso down onto the ground. Let's take the hands wide, so bring them out to the sides of the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Engage through the legs, so the legs here strong. Point through your toes, press your feet into the floor. Inhale and lift your chest up. Creating cobra, back bend. And then rotate your elbows forward and down. Keep the legs engaged, lift up through the chest. And then slowly come down all the way. And let your forehead land, let yourself feel all that length through your back. Let's do one more, inhale. Lift your chest up, engage the legs, so legs nice and strong. Pressing into the hands, rotate your elbows forward and down. Lift up, look slightly up without throwing the head back. Press the feet down, inhale, lift, and slowly lower. Maybe the forehead feels like it's coming a little bit longer now down onto the ground. We bring the hands in closer to your body, pull your belly in, and press yourself up to hands and knees. And then exhale the hips down towards your heels, child's pose. Feel free to bring your knees wider. That feels better on your lower back. And let the hands be in any position that feels supportive. Bend the elbows or stack the hands so the forehead can rest on the hands. Or you could bring the hands down by your sides. Take a moment here, take a couple of long breaths. Feel the anchoring support of the ground underneath you. And connect to that stabilizing element of your breath as you slow down your exhales. Feel yourself settle and sink a little bit more deeply down into the ground. And now bring your hands on back on your sacrum so that one hand is stacked on top of the other and the palms are up. We're going to take an inhale breath, release the hands and bring the arms sweeping up towards the sky as you come up on your knees, stretching, lengthening up. On the exhale, sweeping the arms down as you bring your hips down again towards your heels and bring the hands on the back, palms up, stacking the hands. Let's flow through a few more. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, sweep the arms down. See how slowly you can move. See how slow you can make your breath. See how fluid you can make the movement. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hips down. Good, and take two more. Synchronize with your breath. When you come through your last exhale, hang out in child's pose, one more breath. And then walk your hands down. Walk yourself onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. And gazing forward, step the feet into a seated position so that you can sit down on your bottom and bring your legs out in front of you. So the feet down onto the floor. Bring your hands to your knees. Let's take a couple of breaths. Inhale to open and expand the chest. Exhale around the spine, other direction. Inhale. Exhale, straightening the arms. Inhale, bring the chest through. Exhale, pull the belly into spine. This time, pull the belly in and round yourself all the way down to the ground. Go ahead and take a moment. Bring the feet in a little closer. Let the knees fall together. And just adjust yourself on the floor so that you can take a couple of resting breaths here on your back. And then bringing the feet hip width apart, preparing for bridge pose. Bring the heels in closer to your hips. Bring your palms down on the mat. You want to keep your feet, keep your legs hip width apart. Imagine that you've got a block in between your thighs. You're going to squeeze that block and engage through your inner thighs, engage through your core as you lift your hips up. Take an inhale breath. And lift your hips up towards the sky. Press into the hands, engage your inner thighs. You can stay here or feel free to clasp your hands underneath you and walk your shoulders underneath your body, creating a bit more space to lift the hips up. Good. Continue to engage the legs, press down through your feet. Feel that big expansion through your chest. Nice, even backward bend through your spine. And exhale, slowly roll down, bring your shoulder blades back down onto the ground, bring your hips down. Take a couple of breaths, you can let the knees fall together. And just stabilizing breath, stabilizing gravity. Really feeling into the effects of the pose. And bring the feet hip-width distance, the knees apart again, and bring your right foot up onto your left thigh. You can stay there if that's enough, or thread your hands underneath and reach for the back of your left thigh. And flexing through your right foot here. And feeling that nice stretch through the hips. See if you can take a few deep breaths into that stretch through your hips. Feeling supported by gravity, so you can just focus on that nice stretch. See if you can relax through your face, through your jaw. Concentrating all of your presence in that right hip as you feel the muscles start to relax and unwind. Deepening the breath. And release your left foot down. Bring both feet down on the ground, switching sides. Right foot down, lift your left foot up onto the right knee. And gently flex that foot and thread the arms through if you like. The right foot can stay relaxed as you use your hands to gently pull. And just notice how this side might feel slightly different. Just sensing into the opposite side of your body. Noticing one side might feel a little bit more tense or tight than the other. And that's perfectly normal for most bodies. And again, plugging into the breath, plugging into the stabilizing influence of the ground underneath you, letting yourself be held by gravity here as you condense your presence into that stretch in your left hip. Feeling yourself move a little bit deeper into that area with each breath. And then releasing right foot down, releasing your left foot down onto the ground. Taking our final twist, bring your knees into your chest. And if you'd like, you can scoot the hips a couple of inches over to the left, and then let your knees fall over to the right. Using your hands, if you'd like, as a guide for your knees, to just bring the knees down towards the ground. If it's okay for the neck, you could gaze over your left shoulder, the arm at a T, or maybe bringing the arm into this cactus shape on the ground. Either way, finding a nice supported twist for the left side of your body. And then releasing, bringing the knees to neutral towards your chest. Just bring your pelvis on the ground neutral. If you'd like, Inch the knees over a bit to the right, and then let your knees drop over to the left. Using your left hand if you'd like to guide the knees, find a position for your arm. Gaze over the right shoulder or let your eyes close. And settle into the twist. Releasing the twist, bring your knees back, up to neutral, feet on the ground. Either let the legs extend all the way out, or again, let the knees just rest together for a moment. Arms relax down by your side. Let's take just a few breaths here in Savasana. Just noticing all of sensations that might be arising from your practice. Giving yourself a moment. Allowing for this integration, another moment, letting yourself completely rest into the ground. And then bringing the knees in. And we'll turn over onto the right side. Preparing to sit up. Coming into a fetal position, letting yourself rest with your head on your arm for a moment. And then pushing yourself up. And we'll prepare to move into our seated meditation. So finding your cushion or pillow, or finding your chair. So sitting right on the edge of your bolster or your pillow so that you can let your lower back remain long and your hips settle above your knees. And bring your hands down on your knees or your thighs. And let your eyes close. And bring some attention to your breath. Feel your breath become smooth and even. Use your breath as a tool for making deep inward contact with yourself. Keeping that easy flow of your breath. And drop your awareness down into the space of your heart. And if that's something you're accustomed to doing, go ahead, just land there in your heart. If you need a little bit more support getting there, you might try tapping your head down through your face, your jaw, your chin, down through the throat and the chest, and landing down into the space of the heart, drawing the awareness down from the mind into the body to land inside the heart. And you might use your hands, placing them on your heart, one on top of the other, and that also can support increasing that energy to the heart center. Your arms and your hands being an extension of that energy of your heart space. And taking a moment here to land fully in the space of your heart. And attune to the quality of love inside your heart. You might bring to mind someone or something that evokes that quality of love. And then once you feel that quality of love flowing inside of your heart, let go of the person or the thing and just focus on that quality, that energy of love itself. And feel that quality of love start to radiate through the space of your whole body. And give space for any feelings, any emotions that might arise. Just holding them in the space of your love. And from here, releasing your hands back down to the knees. And bringing your awareness all the way down your body. All the way down to the space of your feet. And if you're in a chair, you might feel your feet actually pressing down into the ground. And otherwise, start to visualize your feet pressing down onto the ground. And you might visualize roots down through the feet all the way down into the earth. maybe even growing deep all the way into the very center of the earth. And see if you can let yourself feel how grounding, how stabilizing it is to feel that energy arise deep within the space of the earth. Feel that energy coming up into your feet, rising up into the space of your legs. And allow for any images or sensations or energies that arise out of this space. Feel that you can fully inhabit the space of the feet. And fully feel that connection to the ground underneath you. And start to feel that energy, that earth energy coming up through the space of your legs and all the way up into your lower belly, your womb space. And whether you're male or female, we all have a connection to this womb space. And if you like, you can bring your hands to the space of your womb, your lower belly. And start to feel your breath moving deeply within the space of your lower abdomen. See if you can feel with your inhales, your lower belly expanding. And with your exhales, your lower belly gently pulling up and in. Inhaling, expanding, feeling a softening, expansion down towards the ground. Exhaling, feeling that gentle pull up and in towards the heart space. And feel yourself naturally anchoring down into your womb space. And this is our natural connection to our creativity, to our intuition. See if you can feel into that energy of sensing, of intuition. Not a lot of thinking or feeling happening. And anchoring down into this innate essence of yourself. Nestled and anchored in the space of the womb. from here, rising up to stop briefly in the space of the heart, releasing the hands, feeling again the energy of love flowing through the heart space. And then coming all the way up with your awareness into the space of your head, into the space of your mind. And noticing if that space might feel quiet and still. And settling into that vibrant stillness within your mind, which tends to happen as you first anchor down into the heart, into the womb space. And letting any thoughts and images arise. But these thoughts and images will probably have a deeper quality than generated by the thinking mind. Taking on this quality of awakened consciousness. Allowing yourself to feel into whatever images, whatever thoughts might be arising now. And feel free to take your awareness out into the space above you and the space all around you. And then feeling and coming back into an awareness of your whole body, from your head all the way down to the feet. And take a moment to sit inside the space of your whole body, your whole self. Feeling into resting inside this unified field of your awareness. And taking our last moment to listen deeply for any wisdom, any inner guidance, any sense of inner knowing activated by resting inside our whole body, our whole self. hands to your heart center very slowly. Slightly dipping the chin to the chest, holding the hands in heart center. In our place of deep integration, spending a moment to hold on to whatever about this meditation, this practice, that was meaningful, that you would like to bring forward into the rest of your day. And allowing the breath to deepen here again. And bringing yourself back into an awareness of a space around you. And starting to flutter the eyes open. And sending yourself some appreciation, some gratitude for taking this time to practice today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, of your week. Much love. Namaste.